Hey guys, lately we have been talking about how Diablo 4 has no endgame or very little endgame activities to do. So instead of complaining all the time that, okay, that is cool because the developers know that they need to fix this, but instead of just doing that 100% of the time, why don't we suggest stuff that they can do to improve the game? We do that all the time, but what kind of endgame activities can we do? Because a lot of people say there is nothing to do in the game, but then when you ask what do you want, then they don't have any ideas. I have a ton of ideas. Of course, I would want a better PvP system, but not a lot of people like PvP. So one of the things that I know that a lot of people like are raids, brother. Raids in Diablo 4 would be cool in my opinion, but they need to be made with care, because there are also another group of people that don't wanna have raids in Diablo 4 because they wanna play solo, and they feel that if there are raids in Diablo 4 they will be forced to play in a group. And you know what? I can see their point, but at the same time, you can say to me that raids wouldn't be awesome in Diablo. First of all, to mitigate this, they could use some kind of matchmaking, like you click a button, find group, and you find a group. But maybe people will complain about the matchmaking or whatever, so you have to go out and build a group. This is entirely their decision. But how do I think that raids could work in Diablo 4, and why I think they would be awesome? First of all, I don't want a raid like in World of Warcraft in Diablo 4, where you need 20 people and you have 10 bosses and you are in there 3 hours a day, 2 times a week. That is absurd. I don't want to see that in Diablo 4. Something simple with a party of 4 people, the same party you always have, but that you need the 4 people to be able to clear the raid, will be awesome. And I don't know about you, but I will be fine with only one boss. You go in for some hyper big boss and you kill the dude with the 4 people and you are done. That would be awesome. It wouldn't need a lot of time investment. You wouldn't need a lot of time getting people into there. And if you remove other stuff like in other games like Lost Ark or WoW, where you need to do prep time, remove all of that. You just go in, you kill the dude, you go out, and that is it. I believe that if you do it that way, people won't complain about having to do group content. And the people that want to do group content will be happy because they are getting group content. Now, having group content, why is it cool to have it this way and not just having big bosses that you kill solo, like pinnacle bosses? Of course I want those too, but I am proposing an alternative to have more content in the game. Plus, when you have a group, you can create mechanics that are not possible to have when you are playing solo. And that is the point. You have games like Lost Ark when they have bosses with mechanics designed for group play that are awesome mechanics that you can't implement when playing solo, brother. Like, one dude has to stand in here, other dude has to stand in there, one dude has to bait an ability, the other dude does something on the other way around. And the way the characters are built. For example, I wouldn't like a tank meta or a healer meta in Diablo 4. That doesn't go well with Diablo 4. Diablo 4 is the 4 guys are DPS, but different types of DPS. For example, you could have a dude in Diablo 4, you have an stagger bar. Like, when the bar goes up, the boss gets disabled. One dude is just completely focused on throwing as many abilities that create crowd control as possible to stagger the boss as fast as possible, and that is this dude's job, and it is awesome. You are doing damage, you are doing DPS, but you are doing a job that it is to disable the boss. Then you can have a dude that is full DPS, and you can have a dude that is full DPS, but some of his abilities benefit the group. Like, I don't know, for example, I play Druid. The Druid has the Howl, the Blood Howl, I believe it is called, that when you howl, if you have an specific legendary, the people that are in your party get a critical strike and attack speed, but you also get it and you hit hard as fuck when you use that, and you get healed. So this is cool. You are focusing on your DPS, but at the same time you are helping your party to do more DPS too. I know some people will wanna be full support, not a healer, but full support, where every ability that they cast, it is DPS, but it also benefits the party. So you could have like an stagger dude, a support dude, and 2 full DPS, something like that. I am just coming up with ideas of how having a raid provides you an environment where you can have a big boss with mechanics that are not possible to have with only one dude, that mechanics that require group play, which is cool, and different ways of building a character that it is not possible in any other way of playing the game, just in this raid environment. And there are people that like that a lot, and I like it a lot. So you can go around and do your solo stuff, and once or twice a week you come in with 3 of your friends or your guild. Also, this makes guilds better. You have guilds in the game and they are useless, they do nothing. This makes guilds better because now you can use your guild to do the raids, you know. So you can come in with 3 of your friends, 3 of the members of your guild. You clear the loot once or twice a week and you are done. You get loot. Of course, you have to get loot from this. Make it pinnacle content, make it hard as fuck. Maybe have different difficulties so people that not get to level 100 can do the content, because this is one of the problems the game has. If you have to be at level 100 to do this, a lot of people won't do it. So maybe have different difficulties. I don't know. That is a problem to solve. So this has a lot of advantages. There are people that say, don't make it drop loot, because then people that like to play solo won't get that loot. That is stupid. Make it drop loot. Just make it, how do you say this? Parallel to other loot that you can get elsewhere, you know. Like, there is not something that you can only get here in terms of power. Maybe you can get the achievement or a mount or something like that, but in terms of power, it just drops the same loot that you will get from somewhere else, but you are doing this extra activity. Maybe when you get to leaderboards, you also incorporate this into the leaderboards. Raids in Diablo 4 would be awesome, brother. You guys know that I love bosses, and one of my biggest complaints in Diablo 4 are bosses. The bosses in Diablo 4 are lame. You have to agree this. The biggest, most epic fight in Diablo 4 is Uber Lilith, and she sucks. She's stupid. She is not the big fight we wanted. She's just has 3 mechanics. They are one-shot mechanics. It sucks. Let's be honest in here. You can't compare this to something like Valtan or Brelshaza in Lost Ark, and I don't play those games. I haven't put a foot inside those, but I have watched some videos. For example, when Asmongold did it, and when I saw Asmongold doing Brelshaza, I said, this is a fucking awesome boss, brother. I wanna have something like that in Diablo 4, not with the 8 or 12 or what. I just want 4 people, not with more people, but in terms of mechanic, of the effects, of the crazy things that happen, because I like bosses with different phases. Like, you go in first, they do some bullshit first, then they evolve, they transform, they change the scenario where you are, they move away, they do crazy stuff that it is not a normal boss. So you can have a long crazy fight with 4 people and you are 20 minutes hitting the dude, going through different phases, and this is fun, brother. This is something that I would love to see in Diablo 4. That people have to move around, do their cool stuff, perform the role, perform the mechanics of the boss. Everything is cool, and boom, the boss dies and they drop the loot, the achievement, whatever. It will be awesome. I don't play Lost Arks because I don't like Lost Ark combat, because you get the stun locked in your animations. There are attacks that are way too long in the animations and you can't move. You have to perform them. I don't like that, but the boss fights are awesome, brother. They are fucking awesome. So, in my opinion, Diablo 4 combat and graphics engine and all of that is better than Lost Ark. So you take the idea of the raids of Lost Ark for a 4-man party, or if they wanna do it for an 8-man party, yeah, well, do it for an 8-man party or 2 4-man parties. and do that with in the universe and the lore and bullshit for Diablo and the game engine for Diablo, and it will be awesome. People will love it. I guarantee it, brother. So Blizzard, this is one of the things you can do to improve Diablo. Give us raids, but do them right, so that people that don't want group play are incentivized to do it, and they end up loving it. And also to provide more venues to create builds and to socialize with people and to give guilds a meaning, because they are useless right now. To create interesting mechanics that are only possible in group play. There are a lot of stuff that could be possible through raids. Just don't do them as slog and boring, where you have to go through 6 gates in Lost Ark. That is stupid. Or you have to go through 8 bosses and this becomes a job. Don't do that bullshit. You go in, you kill 1 or 2 dudes, you go out, you are done. Everything is awesome, brother. And that is what I have to tell today, brother. What you think about raids? What do you think about raids in Diablo 4, guys? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to know what people think about this idea. I know that a lot of the community has thought about it, but I am saying my specific way that I would like to see it implemented. How do you think it could be done? Do you think my ideas suck? Am I right? I love reading comments, brother, even when they insult me. I just like reading comments. I don't give a fuck about anything. Guys, thanks for being here. Remember to subscribe to the channel, to like the video. Do all that cool stuff, brother. Thanks for being here. You are awesome. God bless you. And remember, as the great Billy said, this is just a ride.